Hi and welcome to NigeriaInfusions.com. Hotdog French Toast on the menu today. So to get started, you need bread. No particular brand, no particular cut. It's all entirely up to you. Hot dog, as well as cheese, cinnamon powder. You can change to nutmeg if you prefer, or allspice, vanilla extract, milk or cream, or half and half, which is half cream, half milk, as well as eggs. So to get started, we break the both eggs in a bowl. This idea came about during the coronavirus lockdown, which if you're still watching it at this moment, is still happening. But if not, it's over. Thank God. So you add the vanilla, you add the milk or the cream, whichever one, or half and half. Then the cinnamon goes in, or you add your nutmeg or your allspice, whichever one you want. Be creative. This is just me giving you an idea of what you can make. The kids love it. A lot of people tried it on Instagram and they came back with positive news. So give it a good week. So to move on, you need rolling pin as well as Clingfilm and brush. You will also need butter because we need butter to fry. So to get started, put the broad bread on your clean surface, brush with a bit of the egg mixture. Take the other bread, place it on top. You see on the side, it has to be side to side. Give it a good mash down because we want it to stay firm and strong. So now you put a rolling pin over it. If you haven't got a rolling pin, get a clean bottle, give it a good wipe down, and use a clean bottle and wash it in rolling it out. We want it to roll out as flat as possible. Despite saying there's no preference of bread cut, it is important that you use a bread that you'll be able to roll out very, very smoothly and flat. Okay, so the next thing is get your cheese and place your cheese almost to the end of the bread, not the end of the bread, because you want to be able to seal it. As you can see in the video, I'm making it clear that you've got to leave space. So then you take the egg brush mix and rub it all over it again. We want to saturate it with a lot of the mixture. You sort of slap it on. Then you take your hot dog. If you haven't got sliced bread, it's fine. Use grated cheese, because I ended up using grated cheese. And some people who have tried out the recipe on the Instagram, they use grated cheese as well. Some use brown bread as well. So there's no particular bread preference on the bread you can use. So you want to give it a good squeeze as much as possible. Don't bother if it breaks. It's normal. After rolling it up, squeeze it very, very well. Give it a good squeeze. Get your Clingfilm, place it on the Clingfilm, and we're gonna wrap it up very tightly. I would recommend that you do this earlier, so that when you can do it night before, it doesn't have to be on that day. You can do it night before, you can do it 3 hours before, because we want it to be firm and in place when we start frying. So as you can see, I am giving it a lot of pressure because I want it to stay firm. So once you do that, take off any excess Clingfilm wrap. I always have a Clingfilm in my home. It is so important to me. I cannot tell you how important Clingfilm is, because everything I like to Clingfilm things, because there's a lot of things going on in there. So this is all. I made 8 in total for the kids as well as for my husband. Once what we eat is what everybody eats. So I've got butter. I'm using Bertolli butter to fry. Add some butter in a warm pan. Then you start unwrapping the French toast hot dog. Place it into the butter mix. The batter, not the butter. Mix it up very well. You want it to go all over the toast. You just continue doing the same process. And once you've done that, you place them all in the pan. Place a lid on the pan. This has to be done on low heat. Remember, we're working with eggs, and eggs can be quite poisonous if it's not handled properly. I'm all about hygiene. I am so important. To me, hygiene is important when it comes to cooking. So we start frying on the low heat. You only need a little butter. And what you need to do is fry on one side. You place the lid back, then you come back again, then you turn it, then you come back again until all the sides are very, very well done. So I had to do this about 4 times just to make sure that it's going well. And finally, look at this. This looks so delicious. Everyone that tried it, they all said it looks delicious and it tastes delicious and it was lovely and their kids enjoy it. What we really need is for the egg to cook and for the cheese to melt. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram, Niger Infusion, as well as